I feel like it hasn't been heard. Nonsense. Don't play that game with me. I've been doing this too long. And I don't mean too long where I can't do it. I mean too long where I can read everybody like a book from cover to cover. And you guys have been playing games with these people.
Today, in the Wayne County District Court in Woodhaven, Michigan, Judge Michael K. McNally has an eviction case on his docket that is anything but simple. Landlord Anthony Butler says his tenants, Paul and Shawna Robertson, owe him thousands in unpaid rent and have been dragging their feet on payment since the day they moved in. The Robertsons, on the other hand, are not going down without a fight, claiming the property they have been living in has serious issues that nobody has bothered to address, and that the condition of that home is the whole reason this situation got to where it is today. What they didn't count on was a judge who's heard every trick in the book and has zero patience for any of them.
Is right here with me.
Where is Anthony Butler?
Right here.
Where are you? Your name, sir?
Anthony Butler.
All right, where's Ms. Nichols? Ms. Robertson.
Right here.
Your name, ma'am?
Shawna Robertson.
Did you listen? Did the two of you, Mr. and Mrs. Robertson, listen to and understand their rights, sir?
Yes.
Yes.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Do either one of you or both of you wish to speak to a lawyer or apply for funding?
We would like to speak with a lawyer.
Give me 1 second. You stay right there. Do you intend to apply for funding?
No.
How much is owed on this, Mr. Butler?
Currently $5,500.
You gonna be able to pay him?
Yes.
Yes.
When?
Yes. I don't know. There's many things that go along with this.
Well, let's hear it.
It's a habitability concern, sir, Your Honor. And that's what, we're not withholding the rent by any means, but,
Slow down.
There's an inspection that's not.
Slow down.
we started with a
Slow
home
down. Wait a
inspection.
minute, let me talk. Let me talk.
Yes, sir.
What kind of habitability issue?
Water intrusion in the basement that has created mold, and the air quality is a significant concern.
Have you been there?
Yes.
How?
How long?
Yeah.
August.
August.
So you've been there 4 months and you haven't paid a nickel yet?
No,
We've paid.
we paid 2 months rent.
So you didn't pay for October, November, December, or January?
No, we just owe for November, December, and January.
Yes, that's correct. 3 months.
Is that right? Did they pay you for 3 months, Mr. Butler?
Yes, and they were late all 3 months.
Did you ever hear about this habitability issue before?
As far as the mold and the air quality issues on the city inspection, neither of those were on there. There's waterproofing, foundation problems, but nothing with mold or air quality issues on the report.
May I respond, Your Honor?
No, we're adjourning it 1 week. And then don't be shocked if I tell you, you might want to know this. I'm adjourning this 1 week. Ms. Cisco, I don't know what you're here on, but blow your smoke out of the screen, please. Mr. Robertson, I'm going to adjourn it 1 week. Don't be shocked if I tell you guys I want to come over and see you. I'll adjourn it 1 week to February the 3rd, is it, or 2nd?
Second, Your Honor.
At
11 a.m., Judge.
And you guys, we'll chat with you and we will give you the phone number of the lawyer. You
Okay.
can call. But have you guys had to be out of the house any nights?
You know, Your Honor, I don't want to waste your time, but yeah, there's significant concerns. My son had a severe allergic reaction. He was completely healthy. That's documented with medical. That's happened twice.
Okay, so just
we
so
haven't
you
not
know,
stayed in the home overnight strictly because of it, because of the
Size of our family.
the pending concern or not knowing the exact
where are you now?
in the residence.
Well, wait a minute. I thought you weren't spending the night there.
No, I said we have always spent the night. I apologize. We have not.
So
stayed-
if it's uninhabitable, that means you can't live there. That means that there's a proportionate reduction in the rent. Just don't be shocked if I ask you if you have a problem with me coming over there next week. In fact, I'd bet on it, okay?
You're more
So
than welcome, Your Honor.
Start getting your money together, talk to the lawyer, and I'll adjourn this until that day, February the 2nd at 11 o'clock in the morning. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anthony Butler versus Paul and Shawna Robertson, 2600122. Okay, so what do we have here, folks? I adjourned it a week. You guys told me you understood the rights. And what did you tell me that was owed, Mr. Butler?
At the time, we were at 5,700 in past due rent, and then now that February passed, it'd be another 1,850 added on to that.
7550. And what was the issue here again, Mr. Robertson? You're talking about the basement?
Yes, Your Honor.
What's wrong with the
It's
basement?
there's water intrusion that's
Did you say-
creating.
Did you send, listen,
Yes,
did you send pictures over?
yes.
This
Is,
To the city inspector.
because I asked for it.
well, we don't work with the city. They're independent. I have nothing to do with the city.
Okay. I did not send pictures to the court. I was not aware that I needed, or that was a request. I can certainly do that.
Do it right now. Jennifer, what am I going to tell them to do it? M-file them?
Yes, Judge, but I'm guessing they probably don't have an M-File account at the moment. It might take them a few minutes to set that up. Yeah,
But you haven't had to stay at any hotels or anything, right? It isn't that bad, right?
That's correct, but we don't know how bad it is, and that's why I requested the city inspection and kind of went that route.
You're going to pay
because-
all of your rent into escrow today, though, right?
Pardon me, sir? I'm sorry.
You're going to pay all of your rent into escrow pending the outcome of this, right?
That is correct.
You have the 7,500 to come up here and put it out now?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Why don't you send those photos? I'll go on to another case and then I'll come back there, okay? Anthony Butler versus Paul and Shawna Robertson, 2600122. I don't remember where we left this. You guys were going to resolve it or something, weren't you? I can't remember where we left this one. My apologies. Can somebody talk to me and tell me where I left this?
As far as I know, you sent us into a break-off room to get more information that they uploaded an M-File, and you asked them to send it over to me, which was never sent over.
Well, did I tell you to send documents over, Mr. Robertson?
I emailed Anthony the documents or the pictures is what we were told to bear with me. ajbutler@yahoo.com.
That's not the correct email address.
That's the email we had from what
Guys,
From where we
Guys.
sent documents for the lease.
guys, come on. Don't make me referee this nonsense. What is your email address, Mr. Butler? Mr. Robertson and Mrs. Robertson, this is a rent, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
If the problems are so bad, why do you still want to live there?
Your Honor, since the last hearing, we've decided to transition to alternative housing, and we're simply asking for 30 days for my family and myself to transition to our new home.
And what do you intend to do about the payments that are due?
That's exactly, we understand that there's a balance claimed, and we're just requesting guidance from the court and how that balance should be handled. But at this point, there has been
Glad
no
to come out there and
communication.
look at the property. You want me to come out there and look at the property? I'll be glad to.
You're more than welcome to. It's AJ's home. I mean, but I'm currently the resident. I have no issue with that whatsoever.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Butler, you acknowledge that there were some water issues, correct?
Not that they made aware to me. I just have a city report from when we sold the house or were trying to sell the house before they moved in that said that some waterproofing needed to be done around the house, but nothing about water issues within the house.
Well, they wouldn't say anything about waterproofing necessity unless there was some indication that there was going to be water intrusion. You can agree with that, right?
Correct. And we've been working with Steve McKegg, the building engineer, with the city of Trenton to get that solved. We had an inspection done January 14th, and we followed up with him after our second hearing with you and kind of went over that with him. And they didn't really have insight on
Guys,
exactly
let me
where
stop you. You think if I put you in a breakout room that you guys can maybe resolve this or not? Does somebody want to talk? Or is there a big delay here?
I'm more than willing to like talk to them and stuff, but I just feel like, I feel at this point, there's been no communication on a plan moving forward of anything being fixed on the
here's the
inspection
issue.
list. So
Here's the issue. Here's the issue. Is the property uninhabitable? And if so, to what extent? Now, I see that you've got some pictures here. It must be your kid, your child.
yes.
Yes.
Now, I can't say that I have any indication that that's caused by any water intrusion. So I want everybody to keep in mind that you should have told them, Mr. Butler and Mrs. Butler, about the water intrusion possibilities and that you were advised to get waterproofing done. And I want you two to keep in mind that you're going to be entitled to an abatement of the rent only to the extent that the property becomes uninhabitable. So you guys can go from there. If you cannot resolve this today, I'm setting it for trial. And I'm going to give you a date probably next week. And I'm going to come out and look at the property with your permission, Mr. and Mrs. Robertson. And you both can present testimony and evidence. But you've been there and you haven't paid any money. And maybe, just maybe, you guys can go into a breakout room and don't leave. Do not leave if you don't come to a resolution. I want to talk to you again. I'm going to go on to another couple of cases. So you guys see what you can do. Be respectful of one another. And I mean that. You might not like each other or think that you were harmed because they're not paying rent. And he's cheated. And they didn't tell you about the waterproofing issue. Just be respectful of one another. Don't leave until I call your case again, please. Okay?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank
Your Honor.
Thank you. Put you in a breakout room. You guys came up with an agreement?
Yes, sir.
Who wants to tell me what it is?
Okay, so we met, they are still planning to move out by March 31st. This Friday, the 27th, they will have $2,000,
So you're agreeing to a money judgment for how much?
for $9,500,
For how much?
$9,500.
So you're agreeing to a money judgment, the amount of 9,500, right? Total?
Correct.
Let me just put all this down. All right, go ahead then.
Yep, they're to be out by March 31st. First payment they agreed on was this Friday, the 27th of.
Slow down 1 second. I want to write this all on the judgment. So this is converting to a termination of tenancy that you're going to vacate by March 31, right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Right, man? Right, sir? That's the agreement?
Yeah.
Okay. And how much what are they going to pay at what point?
They said this Friday they will pay $2,000.
2,000 by February 27th, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And then the next payment would be April 1st of $1,500.
Okay.
And then another $1,500 May 1st
Okay. Is it $1,500?
until it's paid off.
1,500 more by April 1st and the 1st of every month thereafter until paid in full, right? All right, so here's what I want you guys to do. I'm going to cover all this with you. This would be a consent. I want you guys to sit down and I want you to read what I have just entered here. And you can, I'm going to have you sign plaintiff and defendant. You're going to have to squeeze it in here. There's one signature line for plaintiff and one for defendant. So you're going to have to write your name up on the top. I'll write down here. I'll show you. And you're going to date it and you two sign it. And then we'll go over everything in here. Okay. If you agree to it, just make sure that you understand it and agree to it.
Your Honor.
It's all signed by everybody?
Yes.
Yeah, you can hand it right to her. All right, so I want to cover the terms again. You did sign and read and understand this document, Mr. Butler?
Yes.
And Mr. Robertson, did you?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Miss Robertson, did you? So you understand according to its terms, you have to vacate by March the 31. And in addition, and if you don't, you're going to be evicted. You understand that, right, Mr. Robertson?
Yes.
Ms. Robertson? And in addition, you're agreeing to a money judgment in the amount of $9,500 with no costs assessed on that, right?
Yes.
Right, ma'am? And you understand you have to pay that at the rate of $2,000 by this Friday, February 27th, and then $1,500 more by April 1 and the first of every month thereafter until paid in full. You understand that, Mr. Robertson?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Robertson? And again, you agree to those terms?
Yes.
You, since you're unrepresented by a lawyer, you have 3 business days to come in here and fill out a motion to set aside the judgment. You have 10 days to appeal. Do you understand that, Mr. Robertson?
Yes.
Ms. Robertson? And you agree to all this, right, Mr. Butler? And that's your signature, right? And you both signed this on this document, correct? Mr. Robertson, you signed it? Ms. Robertson? And you have until March the 5th to appeal.
He's on the phone still trying to work it out.
All right. Thank you very much. You can all go down the hall and get a copy of the judgment for your records. Best of luck, folks. Thank you.
very much, Your Honor.
Thank you. So this has to go down, John. You guys pay these people or not?
No, we didn't.
Shame on you.
Well, there's more to this situation that's still not being said, but I have had, my husband was hospitalized. He has ongoing health issues right now. He just got out of the hospital and since then lost his job. So this isn't just us not wanting to pay. There's bigger things to this, and we've been saying that all along, but it's not being heard and nothing's being taken care of. In the process of us trying to move out, which that's the process right
Hang on,
now.
slow down, slow
The
down,
basement has
Slow down.
flooded once again.
slow down. Now you're gonna get aggressive with me, huh?
No, I'm not. I'm just really
Stop.
upset because I feel unheard.
Stop. Don't tell me this stuff about not being heard. You want to tell some judge that, some court, you tell them that. I'm not going to listen to that. I heard everything that went on. You guys reached this agreement. You were supposed to pay and you didn't pay. And now you want to get aggressive with me? Are you kidding? You think I'm going to listen to this? Stop. Do not interrupt me. Do not interrupt me. I feel like it hasn't been heard. Nonsense. Nonsense. I listen to every word that comes out of every person's mouth and I give them multiple opportunities. And now you want to start to be aggressive the other way because I'm calling you out on going back on your word? Seriously? Don't play that game with me. Do not play that game with me. I can see I've been doing this too long. And I don't mean too long where I can't do it. I mean too long where I can read everybody like a book from cover to cover. And you guys have been playing games with these people. That's what you've done.
Can I say something, Your Honor?
No, you cannot.
Okay.
We were prepared for trial. You guys resolved it. When did all this happen? I signed the judgment on February 23rd. When did he lose his job? And when did he go in the hospital?
He lost his job 2 weeks after the judgment, and he was in the hospital all last week.
Do you work?
Yeah, I work midnights.
Where do you work?
I work at Henry Ford St. John down in Detroit.
All right, well, here's what I'm going to do, Mr. and Mrs. Butler. I can't really go back on this. You got a money judgment for $9,500. They were supposed to pay you $2,000 by February 27th.
Bye-bye.
Which was after he lost his job, right? Was that after he lost his job? So
Yes.
him losing his job had nothing to do with the fact that you didn't pay the $2,000 as agreed upon, did it?
No, but we have.
Well, then
and-
why'd you try to put this off? It's nobody's listening to me. Don't play that game with me. That had nothing to do with anything. I mean, you don't have to be a legal scholar to see what was going on this one.
Your Honor,
Folks, here's what I would do. I'm not going to listen to this. You can't, based on the fact that you did this on your own, you can't have a writ issued until they have to move out by March the 31. I'm going to tell you what I would do. I would come in here the morning of April 1 with an application for a writ. Jennifer, you're going to tell me I'm coming down there and signing it, and you're going to have the bailiff ready to go out and execute on that judgment on the 1st. That's number one. Number two, I would subpoena them for a creditor's exam, both of them. And then they're going to have to come in with all their documents and all their wage info and all their bank accounts. And then you can start garnishing her wages. And when he's employed again, his wages. That's it. I wanted to just call this up because I knew you guys called the civil department and asked what I could do. I looked at the judgment. I said, I knew they were being duped. And actually, it was probably my fault for not advising you better. And I don't want to advise either party. I'm not supposed to do that. But I saw this thing coming here. So that's why when I hear somebody get aggressive with me, I'm not going to be quiet about it. Enough said. That's the end of that case. Thank you.
And there it is. 4 months of missed payments, new complaints, and creative storytelling, all of it adding up to exactly nothing. They signed a judgment, shook hands on a deal, and didn't pay. And when Judge McNally called them out, Shawna Robertson's response was that she felt unheard. Paul and Shawna Robertson didn't lose this case because of a leaky basement. They lost it because when it was time to stop talking and start paying, they had nothing. No money, no plan, and no more excuses that hadn't already been used. The Robertsons are on the clock now, with a move-out date, a payment plan, and a judge who has already told the bailiff to be ready, and whether they follow through or end up facing an eviction writ, we will be following up. Stay tuned.